What is up? We are finally back with extended discussion. It is the Rendlesham Forest UFO Incident.
We're live?
We're live.
That's crazy. It doesn't feel like we're live.
It's been like 4 weeks since we've been live. And
it's about a month off.
Thank you. I also want to say, we didn't plan this, but we're both wearing
black
plain t-shirts.
I had another plan, but I forgot it.
You know, I got called out by this girl at Starbucks. I drove up and I got my vanilla latte, and she's like, "Wow, I really like your black thing. Like, you got I had black sunglasses on. You have a black watch, black ring. Yeah, I was wearing a black shirt. I had to like lift my leg up and be like, look, I'm wearing gray joggers. Like, I promise I don't just only wear black. And beards. Good point, Tyler.
Yeah, I told Tyler this before we started. I was like, I want to grow this out a little bit more, and I want to braid just like a strand to look like a pirate.
See, I'm shaving this tomorrow. This is gone tomorrow.
I like it. I look good.
Yeah.
I look like a pirate.
Staple Shock, have you played the new Resident Evil 4 yet?
Hell no.
Sup, Reb Vodka from Russia. So we're talking aliens here.
Yeah, Rendlesham Forest.
I put a poll out. I don't know if you saw this on Instagram.
I did.
And I said, what do you think the topic is going to be tomorrow? And it was hauntings, aliens, or conspiracies. And it was pretty evenly split.
Yeah.
Which is good. I want people to guess.
Yeah. No one has any idea.
Fun fact, my next episode, so next week is Charlie. The next one is going to be so different than what we normally do.
I'm so excited.
I don't even know if it categorizes underneath believing the bizarre.
Really?
Yeah, it's more... I won't go into it. It's not like you could make an argument that we shouldn't be talking about it, but I want to, so I'm going to. It feels like a lifetime since I've been here.
Oh,
yes, it has been.
Yeah,
even for us, yes, for you as well.
Why are you awake?
Also, this is going to be one of the, not last, we have all of April. Next month, sometime during next month, we are going to be in a new space. It is not.
Yes.
It's not going to be my attic anymore.
It's next month. We're moving to a studio.
We are moving to a studio, which is going to be clutch. I'm never awake, but I am now. I'm glad you're awake. I hope you're doing well, playing some Sims or whatever.
No, she's been playing Last of Us 2. Don't spoil anything. I swear to God. I'm doing that this summer.
Isn't that game... How old is that game?
It's pretty old.
Yeah, I'm not judging.
But I'm going to play that this summer. I hope.
All right, so we got aliens. We have Charles Halt. I'm not going to lie. Like 4 times today I was like, yeah, Tim Cullen. And it's like, nope. That's old news.
Dude.
I'm not used to doing this many aliens episodes this close.
I know, right? You get confused.
Yeah.
My next episode is going to be a listener.
That's true. Listener submission.
Yeah.
I love listener submission, so I'm excited.
Might do a compilation, I think.
Yeah, we're about due for a compilation. Yeah. So we got aliens. So we have this UFO base, or we have this Air Force base in the UK. It's American. It is two different bases. We got Colonel, Lieutenant, Major, Sergeant Charles Halt and his group of service people.
His
Plain boys.
Plain boys.
Plain boys. That would actually be a good shirt.
Plain boys?
Plain boys.
Oh, the head's an airplane.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
And it's late. They're night owls, and they see a mysterious light.
I think they're on duty.
No, they're playing The Sims 2.
Oh.
And it's the 80s. And they see this light descend in the distance, and they go investigate, and they hear all these animals freaking out.
They hear the foxes,
going
and the
crazy.
Owls, and there were
weird barnyard animals you're talking about there.
They were. I put the sound effects for barnyard animals in the episode.
I liked it. There was one sound effect because I was listening. It felt like 2020, summer 2020 last night. I was walking around our neighborhood at dark. And I'm listening to this episode, and it just felt good. It was warm. There was one sound effect that threw me off where I kind of did like a jump. Sims 2 is very good, but Sims 3 is the best. On computer, console, Sims 2. But anyway, so they go investigate, and they see this weird light. They see this like glowing orb thing that looks like it has an eye. It's like blinking at them. They see a clearing where there's broken branches. I'm still sick. The trees are like burned, and they're radiating heat, and they're like, we're gonna call the police, and the police don't care at all.
No, they say bugger off.
Just like when I called about my window getting smashed. They didn't care. They're like, what do you want us to do about it?
This is Akron.
Yeah. UK and Akron, not that different. And then they leave. They go back. Charles Halt made his tape. And they see another blinking light on the horizon about 10 degrees up. Which I'll never be good at that. I'll never be like, it was about 10 degrees.
10 degrees?
But I'm also not in the Air Force.
It's like... Oh, don't do that. It's like, you know...
Oh, I see what you were doing.
Yeah, it's about that high.
Yeah, okay. It felt a little high, but that's okay.
I don't know.
So, mysterious things, Oh, yes, have you been here, by the way? Where in the UK is this? Oh, it took place in Suffolk. It's the Rendlesham Forest. Is that near Rougham, by the way? Yes, I know.
Yeah, where's Rendlesham?
Yeah. If you've been there and you've seen the farm and the UFO, let us know. But then, so that's like the main story. They see these lights. Then we had those bonkers stories.
Take a drink, bro. So we had 3 accounts, right? One was from, what's his name? Something Peniston? Sounds like Peniston.
James
Peniston. Oh, I thought it was closer to penis.
I'm sure he would. Suffolk is far from me.
Yeah, but where's it from? Rendlesham.
Heard of that R place? The Peniston.
It's a forest.
The Rendlesham Forest. Rendlesham.
I think we're saying that good enough.
I anytime I don't know how to say something, I look it up on YouTube, and that's how they were saying it. So there's him who went through regression therapy and may have talked to an alien. And then there's Jenny's
story.
Thought she was being interviewed for a documentary and was going to get her 15 minutes of fame.
I clipped Jenny's story.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly what you wrote in there. Yes. It's on our Instagram too. You can see the graphic. And then so she was duped.
Oh my god, her story's probably the scariest.
I agree. Even though it on surface level it doesn't seem the scariest, but it really is. Like that one scared me a lot. I remember reading it and I just was like, I got chills reading it. So I was like, The problem is when you're listening to a paranormal podcast, it's hard to hype it up where there's a good twist because you already know if he's if we're talking about it, something happens.
Yeah, but I was gonna say it's almost predictable, but it's still scary how it happened.
Oh, it's so scary. And then Larry Warren and his 2 psychedelic trips to the forest and to the underground base. Which
you think someone's just messing with Larry? No, I don't know. I think Larry's making it up, probably.
Either Larry's making it up or whoever wrote the article about Larry might be making it up. But it was entertainment, and that's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
See, when I drink, I want you to like...
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 4.5 hours away from me.
Make the trip.
Wow.
Yeah, go there. There's a UFO trail there, Yaz. They have a trail
bring your
called
friends.
the UFO Trail, and you have to let us know if they got aliens hiding in trees.
That's a long drive.
4.5 hours? That's like going to Cincinnati. It's not too bad.
That's long, though.
Dude, we just went on long trips.
We did.
That's not that long.
All right.
So, have you, since listening to it, since editing it and putting it out there, have your thoughts swayed at all? Is there anything that has stuck out to you? Anything like that?
Oh, sorry. No, I think the part that stuck out the most is Jenny's story. I think that I'm not convinced that Holt saw what he thought he saw. But also, I'm really not creeped out, but the part that really gets me is the trees and the fire. And then the landing. Like, what made those marks?
Yeah.
Is there an explanation for that? Not really.
There was somebody, I didn't have enough information to properly cite it, but there was somebody that like went through each of Halt's claims and tried to discredit it, and he said the animals were just being animals. Okay. He said the light in the sky was the lighthouse. He said he's thinking the light that they saw blinking was different than the light that they saw descend. He was thinking the light that they saw descend was a meteor, and what they saw when they were out there on the horizon, day 2 were just planets and lights that were twinkling, and what they saw blinking in the distance was the lighthouse, and the impressions, he said, could have just been animals that were, and they just like, it looked more like little triangle impressions because they were looking for something. Like basically they made something up that wasn't like it was there, but they were trying to make it fit their narrative of what they thought they might have seen.
Okay.
Now it doesn't really. What did he say the fire was? It was like axes or something. Axes. It was like they were axing the trees
with fire.
I don't know, and that's why it was giving the impression of these broken branches and like something might have come down. But it's also like I don't understand the size fully of the landing because what they saw in the sky felt smaller.
Yeah.
But I don't know how big the landing was. When it comes to UFOs, I'm a dirty skeptic. That's okay.
Wow. Then what did they see?
Yeah, you just think we're the only ones that you got a shadow man hiding in your blinds.
Yeah, right.
But you think there's no chance there's any aliens out here? Come on, son.
No, but like what could they have seen? Like I know that one guy's story, Larry. I know his story's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But also it's the most fun.
Oh, for sure. Well, Jenny's is just the best, in my opinion.
Yes. I almost wish though that we got more proof. That we've gotten more proof from this story.
Yeah.
Like pictures or something.
Yeah, and I feel like the regression therapy in itself is a hard thing to use. It's not hard evidence. And we were trying to make it fit where it was like, oh, maybe he telepathically spoke to the alien, and that's where he got that information from. But
yeah, that was pretty crazy.
But even Halt, like we were joking, he was like, yo, what? Like there was no...
Yeah, everyone was thrown off guard by that.
Yeah. Man, I wish... Like, it's awesome that Charles Halt had the memo.
I thought you meant me for a second.
No. You're awesome, too.
Oh, thanks.
But I'm glad he had the audio recorder. And if we didn't get flagged, by the way. YouTube let it fly.
Oh, did they?
As of now, they let it fly.
Cool.
Because we were having an internal discussion where it's like, I want to include...
Did I cut that?
What?
That conversation. I cut that?
I don't think it was in there.
Okay.
We had a conversation at the end about whether or not... Well... No, I guess you might have left a little bit.
I might have left a chunk in.
I
did leave a chunk in.
You did leave a cough in that I got rid of.
Did I?
Like,
I'm sorry, man. There were a fair amount.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. It was an hour-long episode, which means recording is probably like an hour and 10 minutes, and there's a lot of coughing, a lot of... Yeah. I thought it sounded worse than it did, so I was happy.
There were a couple burps, too.
Yeah. Not as bad as when you had that soda, dude. That was like non-stop.
Worst. I have learned my lesson.
Although when we record with Ben, every time he always has like a Diet Coke or something.
I know, it makes me jealous. He's
like
just
chugging
used to
it. He's fine.
You
know what Ben does though?
What? He does. I know. I try to cut those as much
I
as
used
I
to do it really bad. I just say like every other word now.
You do better.
I try.
You do better with lip smacking is much better with you.
Yeah.
I'm perfect. No, I do. I have my own quirks.
We all do.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
When we have the studio, we should get a case of liquid death.
Ooh, liquid
and just
death.
have those in there for recording.
I tried it. Who let me try some
just
liquid
tried
death?
it?
Yeah, who let me... Well, no. I tried it back when they were our sponsor. But I tried it again recently. You know what? Second thought, I'll tell you this later.
Oh God, okay. I enjoy it. I enjoy the not the sparkling even, just the flat.
We need to get a mini fridge.
I know we do. We do. That's something we need to add.
So Tyler's here. You listen, and Yaz is here, and she didn't listen, and there's 4 other viewers who aren't talking, but that's fine.
No, 2 others.
Does anyone have any thoughts or questions about the episode while I write mini fridge down in my notes?
I question. What do you think the military was thinking during this time?
During the Cold... Oh, we found out the Cold War was like from the 40s to like the 90s.
Yeah, it was like 45 to 91.
But I was still right about Metal Gear Solid. No, don't apologize for working. Get that work done. Get that paper.
Who's working?
Get that bread. Night woman cometh.
All right. Hey, that's okay.
No, I don't blame you.
No. If I could be working right now, I would be. That's a joke.
I think it was the start of the Cold War, but that also was in the 60s. All I hear is Snake. It started the Cold War. Cold War basically started after World War II.
It did. You're correct.
Well, neither one of us are that big on history, so there's no reason we should have known that.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I had no idea. 20 years felt too long to me, even when we said it. But I looked it up yesterday, and Yaz didn't know that, I'm sure. I have all the intention of catching up today whilst doing some bits and
and
bobs.
That is the most British expression I've ever heard her say. So I'm doing some bits and bobs.
We were just at Bob's Discount Furniture 20 minutes ago. You were getting to a point, I feel like.
Who, me? Oh, no,
A
it's
chalky teacher.
He was chalky?
Yeah, so
He ate chalk?
No, he was known for using chalk. I'm not gonna say his name. Tyler knows what I'm talking about. He would use chalk, and then he would adjust himself.
Yeah. Oh, and
so then there was always like chalk print by his junk.
Oh,
he would adjust himself.
He's
so
like,
he had
this
chalk.
is it.
He was also infamous for reading women's shirts.
Oh.
Like if a woman's shirt said something, he'd be like,
red flag.
Yeah. Apparently a good guy, though. I don't know. No, we don't say bits and or bobs.
What? No, I've never said that once
we
in my
say
life.
shit, yes. We got some shit to do.
Got some stuff.
Gotta get in some...
Bits and bobs. Who's Bob? OGs.
We do say OGs.
I say that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
It probably came from Rick and Morty.
You know what? I've been saying more because of Claire's rats.
Rats? That's a good one.
Rats.
That's old.
Well, it's good because you can say that around... Oh, I got Joey to say, oh, poop.
Oh, that's good.
Because I used to always do it. Like if I was throwing a ball in a basket and I missed, I'm like, oh, poop. So, around him.
Yeah.
So then yesterday he tried to do something and it didn't work and he said, oh, poop. And I was just like, oh, my goodness. Doe.
Oh,
is always... That's college right there.
Yeah. I'm surprised you don't say barnacles.
Why would I say SpongeBob?
SpongeBob.
No, I just need that. I need the dolphin track for every time they swear. Yeah.
You probably do that with your with the Roadcaster.
I loved that little blooper.
That was at the end?
Yeah, I cut those from YouTube, by the way.
You do?
They don't deserve it on YouTube.
Dang.
Doesn't fit our end screen thing either.
I guess.
You gotta listen
I
to
didn't
the
know
OG.
that. Huh.
The end panel where it pulls up for your subscribe now or next video is only 20 seconds.
Oh.
So I use that for the music, so I have to cut at the end.
Okay. Wow.
It's bollocks. No, you don't. You say bits and bobs.
Bollocks. It's like oh poop.
Oh, okay.
Bits and bobs is doing stuff, I think. But bollocks doesn't that mean balls?
What just happened?
I don't know.
Am I stupid? Oh my goodness.
Oh, honey.
Oh my goodness. So, I want. Oh, get out of here with that.
Oh, that's
I thought
spam.
somebody had some really long, well thought out.
That.
Oh, bollocks is oh shit. Okay. We don't like you, bird. Wink for you.
That's spam.
We don't like you.
Can we? Is that?
Don't go to the offer.
Can I ban that?
I don't know. We got a little bit of time left. So I feel very similarly to how I felt. I think Larry's story is outrageous, probably fake, but very entertaining. I love Jenny's story. I think it's easy, even if they're not like alien Men in Black, right? Like some people think the Men in Black go after the alien. Some people think that. Oh, thank you. Some people think that Men in Black are aliens. Regardless, I think that there's weight to that story. I think it's silly if they thought that this random girl had the original tape, but still creepy, still interesting. It reminds me a lot, obviously, of our Women in Black episode.
Very creepy.
I don't know how I feel about James' story about the regression therapy.
I don't know. It's always dubious when there's. I don't know if I give it credence.
Any other you want to throw in there? It's pretty bad juju when you use
juju when you do that. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty. Oh man, that's great.
It's very. It's so a podcast. As bizarre as you are.
When you go to regression therapy.
I don't know how I feel about that. I like Charles' story. I think, okay, one thing that endears me to Charles is I believe he believes what he saw. Like even if he's wrong,
yeah,
even if it's not true, I think he's convinced. He's not. I don't think he's trying to pull a fast one. Howdy.
Hello.
I don't think he's trying to pull a fast one on us. I think Charles Halt believes what he saw, or he just can't explain it, and he's. I mean, maybe.
How old is he now?
So I don't know. If he was probably in his late 60s, I would say.
Okay.
If he was in his, let's say he was in his 20s in the 80s.
Yeah.
So he's probably, that's 40 years ago. Let's just say he's 65, 67.
He'll do an interview with us?
Maybe. We'll get your story out there, Charles. Don't listen to this episode, but I'm glad, going back to something I said a while ago, I'm glad we were able to include some. Would you guys rather be kidnapped by aliens or doppelgangers?
Aliens, 100%.
Doppelgangers would be sketchy because then they could beat you, and you don't know what they're gonna do.
Aliens, we could probably just chill.
Yeah, aliens are like, hey, we're gonna do some stuff, but you'll go back to your normal life. Doppelgangers like, yeah, you no longer have a life, a wife, or a job. I wrecked your car.
Doppelgangers, I think, I'm gonna say this, and you're gonna be like, shut up. I think doppelgangers could be fairies. I do. I think they could be fae.
Well, that's why I keep that knife around. So you can just... Anyone that looks like me, anyone with blonde hair, 5'7", you watch out.
Yes, we don't. I don't have brains.
Doppelgangers can kill you and become you.
Yeah.
You know, one movie I watched a long time ago, but I just thought about the premise again lately. Was really good. No, I don't know. I think it's called The Astronaut's Wife. It's got Johnny Depp in it.
Oh.
But the premise is basically that an astronaut goes off into space, comes back, acts strange, and it's like, was he replaced by an alien?
Oh. There's a really good no sleep story about that.
No Sleep's so good.
Someone said they couldn't find the Goatman movie after you talked about it.
Heads Up?
Yeah.
I think it exists. Maybe I made it up.
That one was very scary.
Yeah, that was
I don't know.
we can't. I know their name.
Yeah,
it was I think it was Amelia. That was an alias. It wasn't her real name.
Yes.
But I really liked that story too. Mm-hmm. The doppelgangers thing was so creepy.
It got creepier as we unpacked.
The more you talk about it, the creepier it got, and the idea coming to the idea that's like, her brother has seen her walk in that bedroom 1,000,000 times. What was different about the time that he saw her walk in there this time to make him go check?
Yeah, that's the scary part.
And fun fact, I'm starting, because I use Canva for a lot of our graphics because I don't want to get any copyright. I pay for Canva. But with a new, everyone's talking about AI right now. I'm starting to use AI graphics for our graphics. Because,
are you really?
Yeah. Our let me show you, Charles.
Okay.
Our last two graphics. No, well, not today. This one is AI.
Okay.
And this one is AI.
That one's AI?
I put in the chat, or I put in the AI tool. I said, creepy girl walking into bedroom at end of dark hallway, and it produced that.
Wow.
This one, I put in muscular werewolf in swamp at night. Well, at first I did werewolf in it. It didn't look right, so I had to put... That's why he's beefed as shit.
He does look pretty young.
He doesn't skip leg day, arm day, chest day.
He's in there with Tyler... Tyler
he's
Ray.
up there with those ring things. And
he's doing the crunches.
Yeah.
He's on the chair.
He's doing his beach body on demand. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It's kind of, I don't know. I liked Winnie the Pooh growing up, and this feels a little sacrilegious.
Winnie the Pooh.
Have you seen the TikTok doppelgangers trend?
I don't
think so.
I have not, so I don't think Tyler has.
No, I'm not. I'm the old person that doesn't see it on TikTok. I see it on Facebook Reels like 4 weeks later. But doppelgangers are creepy. But with that said,
yeah, we gotta wrap this up.
Yeah, we gotta. I did know the full name. Any other thoughts on our alien story? I feel like maybe next time we'll do a little bit of a longer extended discussion, so we can talk about some of the other episodes we missed. Like I'm glad it's nice to be able to talk about the clown mask one.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about Kadena.
Yeah, let's save that for next week. This was kind of like easing back into it,
yeah.
And honestly, I was a little concerned if this was gonna work because the last time we tried doing this,
it did not work.
It was just like it Ben Wallace us. It was like, nope, you're not getting on there. The idea of people being just a little bit off is terrifying. It really is. Like, it's like the one episode we did where the guy woke up and he saw his mom walking backwards and like see through, and
just
seemed like what could have been. Was it the way she looked? Was it the way she walked?
I think she didn't have any expression.
No, not that. With the most recent story, the clown mask.
I think...
Like, what was off about what he saw that made him go in there and
I don't
look?
want to speculate too much, because I do want to find out from her. You know?
Yeah, it's probably just a fae, right? He needs our fae knives. Stabs his sister. I just had to be sure.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna run through the vacation shows next week? Well, Tyler, if you're on Patreon and our $5 tier, we talk about our vacations in
shows.
great detail.
Not the vacations,
Well,
the shows.
I thought he meant our.
No one wants to hear about stupid vacations.
You don't want to hear about your cruise? You went through the Bermuda Triangle.
I did.
And I went right next to Navajo Skinwalker territory.
No, it was a joke.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll run
the
through
shows. The shows. Okay. The content. Yes. Next week. Next week we'll do like maybe a 45-minute or an hour one, and we'll make a little list, and we'll kind of like check through the episodes and we'll
that's
go
a good
through.
idea.
Which is actually be really convenient because next week is a listener submission, and
so it probably won't be too much
normally
meat.
there's not as much meat on those as there are like these bigger ones. So
yeah.
Cool. Well, everyone, thank you for jumping on. This is back now. It'll be back every Tuesday, either 8 or 8:30, depending on whatever we feel like.
Yeah.
And so everybody have a great week. Go play Resident Evil 4 the remake. Go watch a horror movie, even if it's a terrible horror movie. Watch it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Go watch Terrifier 2 and see one of the most traumatic deaths ever. There was this one. It was Tomahawk something. It was Tomahawk something.
It's terrible.
And it's I can't remember the full name of the movie, but it was one of the worst death scenes I've seen in a long time. Tomahawk. I can't remember. But everybody have a great week, and we will talk soon.
Bye.